couple of differences between frisbees. For example, standard frisbee, it's got a really hollowed out center, but I guess you could disc golf with it, but it's harder. You're going to throw so much thrust. Then you have the aquatic frisbee, which floats and has little rubber tips on it so you can better grip in the water. You can't technically disc golf with this in close range, but obviously you don't have as much control. They're very light too. The standard disc is a lot heavier, thicker, better plastic. Maybe my throwing has improved. I can throw a frisbee a little better, but your standard disc. Yeah, that's perfection. So now what I'm doing is I'm going to throw my discs in a shorter perimeter this time. I had what? I think 18 discs out earlier, and I made two aces. So now I'm going to try closing a little more around the goal. Between 30 and 40 feet out in a big circle. To work on my accuracy. That's a little far. Still use a little couple barriers. Let's try to tap them in real quick. So let's see what happens. So earlier, you know, if you only have one disc golf goal, center it wherever you have, and you can 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 feet. I just start between 50 and 90 feet for my first throw. Obviously you want to ace it, but within 2 strokes I think you're good to go. Once I get my other hand back, I can use the rangefinder a little easier to get exact distances, or you can also lay out markers. All right, putter, 50 feet-ish. Oh. All right, just overthrew it by about a foot. This one's about 45er. The number 3 sharpshooter. It's kind of a different putter than most. It's got all these ridges on there. It's almost built like a mid-ranger. Now keep in mind, you don't have to just backhand throw. You can throw it. And I work a lot more on my throws. For me, it's a lot harder. But I'm getting a little better with it. Now, if you're not making good distance, if you're throwing too flat, you can angle up a little bit and get a little more range. Boom. This is not a disc. This is like a Captain America shield off some sort of toy. So it does throw fairly well. It's a magnet inside the middle balances it out a little bit. All right. About 6, 7 more to go. I'm just working on accuracy. Before I was really focusing on trying to get as many aces as I can. This is the first warm day. Now, cheap ass mid-ranger, about 40 feet. It's always good to take a couple of aims. 1, 2. Don't do that. Now this shot here, I make it hard on myself on purpose. There, I throw between a tree, between a plant holder. Oh man! Yeah, I looked at the plant holder last minute, aimed at it, so don't do that. All right, so You can throw anything at a damn goal, a disc golf goal. Like it's a little modified boomerang. It makes it a lot harder. Oh shit. Screw that one away. I banked 2 so far. So we got a couple more. It's about 45, 50 feet. Putter. All right. Almost got it. Supposed to keep it closer than this, but I threw it a little too far than I wanted. Standard putter. Pretty good. Until you have a good disc, they're a little flexible. You know, the harder the plastic, the cheaper the construction. So, about 45 feet. That was a dinger, so it hit the goal, but didn't go in. Driver, 60 feet. Phoenix Flight. Used to play disc golf. It's fun, ain't it? I had surgery. Basal joint removed where the thumb works. Well, it makes the thumb work or not work. Yes, that was a good shot there. So, we do a lot of stupid shit in the military that fucks up our bodies. That was one of them. Especially arthritis everywhere. All right, putter. 45, 50. One of my best friends got me into this a couple of years ago. He had retired and needed something to do that's constructive, and disc golf is hugely fun and addicting and fairly cheap sport. You can really go out to the range with 2 discs, the driver and a putter. You almost don't need a mid-ranger. Oh, booyah! I'm on the roll now. I normally don't spend a lot on the putters. This is the Invader by Innova. Pretty good. 19 bucks at Dick's Sporting Goods. Not too shabby. So you can tell the more flexible it is, the higher quality of the plastic. All right, what the heck? Where's it at? All right. About 45 feet-ish. All right. You know, the only issue, if you're throwing a mixed bag of putters and drivers, you tend to, you know, you want to throw the same way, but then they fly differently. That's what you want to get savvy on. You technically can putt with mid-rangers pretty well. So, mid-ranger is pretty much a modified putter. For example, this is a standard frisbee. It's got a huge gap to float pretty much. It's more for playing catch and not throwing at a goal. Once you learn how to pinch and grip, you can throw a frisbee pretty well. Just like that one. The most common question we get is, why is it not called frisbee golf? Well, frisbee was really a pie maker in the Northeast U.S. And kids used to take the pie tins and throw them like frisbees. hence the name. When disc golf got really popular, it became a copyright issue, so it became disc golf. Because there are really more discs than there are frisbees. So, I want to say there's about 10,000 disc golf ranges in the U.S. About 15 or 18,000 in the world. So the biggest upcoming sport. Well, one of the biggest single player sports in the world besides, MMA. Shit. All right, let's see. Boom. Hello. All right, I'm just trying to rack up some viewership here on my YouTube in case they do shut down TikTok. If you're on my TikTok, I'll be live there in a minute. Thanks for joining me, y'all.